Welcome to another episode of Real Life Stories and Meaningful Conversations. Ako po si Don and this is Conversations. Today's episode is extra special because we are joined by two inspiring young women who recently brought pride and honor to Milaor through pageantry, leadership, and advocacy. Our first guest is the newly crowned Miss Milaor Turismo 2026, Saenah Agapito Baduya, a student leader, SK counselor, junior broadcaster, freelance host, and a passionate advocate for youth empowerment. Joining her is Miss Milaor Obrero 2026, Crystel Encinas, a nursing student, aspiring entrepreneur, creative artist, and advocate behind Pagpadangat, a movement that promotes accessible care especially for underserved communities. Tonight we'll talk about their Miss Milaor journey, the challenges behind the glamour, their advocacies, personal struggles, leadership, experiences, and the responsibilities that come with wearing the crown. So everyone, let us all welcome to Conversations, our newly crowned Milaor queens, Saenah and Gwen. Hello Saenah and Gwen. Kumusta? Welcome to Conversations.
So much
Hello po, Kuya
Hello
Don. Thank you for having us po.
Thank you so much for accepting my invite. Actually, na-touch po ako sa Inda sa mga reply ninda sa ko. Kag ini-invite ko sa Inda, pig-post ko nga na itataugmahon talaga ako. So thank you so much for joining.
It's an honor po.
Yeah,
It's
welcome
our
to the
pleasure.
pod. First of all, congratulations sa indong duwa. And both of you are comeback queens, no?
Yes po.
Diba? Oh my gosh! Sabi nga ni Ate Charles, the comeback queens. So, ngunyan, is chill-chill lang po pag-uurlayin taang sa indang mga experiences and their life beyond the crown. Diba? So, tell me, what was the first thing that entered your mind kag in-announce na at last ikaw na kamong crowns? Let's start with Saenah.
Alright, so the first thing that comes to my mind po is that sinabi ko talaga sa sarili ko na this is it. Finally, after 4 years of hoping to be in Miss Milaor stage, finally I am crowned as Miss Turismo, and it is such a dream come true po for me. So ayan.
Perfect. What about you, Gwen?
So, when my name was announced po during the coronation night, the first thing that came to my mind was all the sacrifices and efforts that we did during the preparation. Like, finally po, every hard work was paid off with such a beautiful crown and title. And also po, it was an overwhelming emotion po kasi I didn't know what to feel at first. It was mixed emotions, but overall po, I was really grateful. As in po, if you could see the live, I was very emotional during the coronation night because it's really good feeling na finally after a second time around na nakuha ko na po yung crown.
Bongga. So, kanso rin si inat mong try? Anong taon?
It was way back 2022 po.
2022?
Yes po.
Pero taon ka pa
4
lang
years.
Saenah?
I was 18 years old po
18?
that time. And first municipal pageant ko po to.
Oh my God, ever?
Yes po. Tapos I was, before po, I am already joining pageants in our school lang po. Pero
School.
iba pa rin po talaga kapag municipal level
Exactly.
and then school pageants po. Ang gap po talaga
Diba?
between that. Super grabe si pressure po kadto from a very first timer then sinalang ka sa municipal pageant.
Biglang munisipyo tulos.
Yes po.
Diyos ko, diba? So, 2022, Gwen?
Last year lang po.
Last year
2025.
lang.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, sorry. I-shoutout mo na nindo ang mga pig-represent nindo. So, let's start with Saenah. Anong ni-represent mo? Barangay or organization?
I represented the Kalipi po, Kalipunan ng Liping Pilipina Federation po.
Pero taga-saan talaga si Saenah?
But I am originally from Barangay San Antonio, Milaor.
Barangay San Antonio, hello po sa mga taga San Antonio. And Gwen.
For this year po, I represented Barangay Flor de Lis.
Sabi ko kay Gwen, di ako available. So sabi ko, ikaw naman na be. so Gwen, sige, so the Flor de Lis. So last 2025, you represented...
Last year po, I represented Barangay Santo Domingo.
Yes, Barangay Hello po, mga taga-Barangay Santo Domingo. Question. Honestly speaking, did you kind of expect na manggagana ka mo that night? After the final question. Let's start with Saenah.
As for me po, di man po ako super nag-expect na to win the main title po. Parang it's an honor na po sa ko na makaabot sa top 5. Kasi during that coronation night po, ang na-feel ko is very overwhelming na po ang emotions ko po kadto. Tapos from that experience po, parang na-imagine ko na sabi ko, it's okay na sako na kung anong placement. Basta I know that I did my best. I represented my organization well. And okay na po yan para sako.
Love it. Thank you, Saenah. What about you, Gwen? Did you expect?
Well, honestly speaking po, I think in my position kasi I was already there. I was already at the peak of getting the main title. Imagine I was already holding hands. So of course, I wouldn't deny the fact that I was expecting, especially po, I'm very aware of the sacrifices and efforts I made because I wanted to make my comeback really remarkable and impactful, not just for myself but also po for my handler and my family as well. But of course po, kasi if you know to yourself that you gave your best, and especially po, last ako nag-answer sa final question and answer. So, I really had no idea what were the answers of the other candidates. So, of course po, for me, iniisip ko po na that was my best answer because I gave everything. And I really poured my heart and my genuineness during the answering the question. So, of course po, I expected that I would win. But, of course, I'm satisfied with what I got.
Absolutely. No, kasi bako man talaga pong madali ang makasungkit ng corona. Can you walk us through your preparation process before joining the pageant? Ano si mga pigpara giribo nindo? Let's start with Gwen naman.
So, for me po, originally kasi I wasn't really planning to join this year, especially that I just joined last year. So parang ang plan po is rest muna for a year and the next year na po mag-join, 2027. But with Ate Kenji's words of wisdom, parang na-realize ko po na di naman po kailangan magpahinga because especially hindi naman po ako natandaan or parang wala naman po naiwan na something impactful last year. So, feeling ko po, it's not about kung kailan po babalik. Gather ko na lang po talaga yung courage ko to join again kasi I really had a hard time realizing what is my purpose talaga in joining. Parang at first po, iniisip ko, gusto ko lang talaga mag-win. But what's the reason why I wanted to win? So doon po ako medyo nag-struggle to really ground myself and know my purpose. But throughout the preparation po, yung parang nag-decide po kami na mag-submit na ng requirements. Parang doon ko po na-realize yung real purpose ng pag-join ko. And siguro po yung very challenging lang kasi hectic schedule po sa nursing. And then every night, we have practices. So, ayoko rin naman po makipag sa choreographer namin kay Kuya Doms na lagi pong late. So, I really had to balance my time for the pageant, my commitment sa pageant, and also po sa studies. And during the preparation, nahirapan din po ako. I had to travel. Of course, sa Naga po ako nagsa-school and then Milaor. Tapos, iba-iba po yung schedule. So, my body clock was adjusting as well other than my mind and my emotions during the preparation. So, it was really a rough path in preparation. It wasn't really a walk in the garden preparation.
Definitely not.
Yes.
Diyos ko. What about you, Saenah?
So as for me naman po, my preparation, just like the typical beauty queens po, I undergo the pasarela trainings and Q&A mentoring, and I wanted to take this opportunity
Yes,
po to
please.
say, to shout out those people who are behind the success po, especially to my glam team. Actually, Kuya Don, since I came from an organization, I'm representing an organization, I already told them that I am not going to compromise their budget po. So, as for me po, since wala akong barangay na ini-represent, we came from talagang solicitations lang po and sponsorships lang po yung fund namin this municipal pageant po. And ayun nga, from that experience na wala kaming budget, parang it is a sign for me, or it is a chance for me to get to know the people po talaga who are really, I can consider na God sent po talaga, God sent angels. Kasi they were the ones po who helped me to join this competition. So, first of all, may Q&A mentor po, si Ate Jade Abiog po. So actually, siya po ang Q&A mentor ko. And then, actually po, she trained me for free po. Actually,
Wow.
yes po, may bayad po talaga kasi kapag mentorship. Pero as for Ate Jade, since love niya po ako, ayan po, and
Libre.
she knows my story po. She knows our story. Kaya she gave it for free po. And then po, the reason man po, another is my handler. Ate Ron is the reason behind it all. Actually, I am actually not going to join anymore since a lot of things happened po. And then, Ate Ron po push me na itry pa rin this year kasi aram niya po kung gaano ko kagusto na magsali ni Miss Milaor this year po. So, ayan. So, thank you as well to my family, my boyfriend po na di napagod maghatid sundo.
Anong name? Taga saan?
Actually, he is from Flor de Lis po.
Diyos ko talaga naman.
Small world.
Ayaw, aram ko na. Hello, Ron. Hello, Moonbee. Yeah.
Shy type po kay inverter.
Inverter siya. Inverter
Yes,
siya.
inverter.
Oh, inverter ka pala ha. Gano'n ka aircon.
Inverter type.
Yeah. So, sige, isip
So,
pa.
ayan. And aside from that, aside from my boyfriend, my family as well, who keep on giving me so much patience and understanding po kasi para na akong border sa bahay. Every time na uuwi po talaga ako, di na ako as an ate, di na po ako nakakatabag sa household things po namin kasi pagod from practice and trainings and as well as yung balancing my studies po as an student intern po.
Okay. Alright. So, thank you po sa mga nag-support and nagtarabang kay Saenah. What about you, Gwen? This is your chance to thank them.
So, behind this success, first of all po, my handler, Ate Kenji, siguro without her po, nothing would really be possible. Siya po talaga help sa akin na maging eager to do my best and to just enjoy the night. And then, siya po kasi lahat-lahat sa clothes ko, sa wardrobe, sa makeup,
Oh
and
my
Q&A. And of course po, may katulong naman po kami sa Q&A.
Yes.
And I
Isa ang sa Q&A nindo.
want to thank my Q&A mentor, Ate Catherine Marco.
Ay, bongga!
Yes.
Ay, kaya man pala, ne! Na si Mary Catherine Marco, our Miss Milaor 2025, na nag-guest naman sa Conversations. And by the way, si Kenji, our Miss Gay Milaor 2026.
So this is really a big achievement for our team.
In fairness.
Yes. And of course po, si Ate Kat kasi she was parang pagkausap mo po kasi Ate Kat, you'd really realize a lot of things with every words na binubuga niya. Impactful po siya. And through her, I was really able to keep myself grounded and know my purpose and goal. And then, every time, she never failed to tell me po na, no matter what, just make sure that in everything you do, you would leave the stage with no regrets. Just enjoy the night. So, big help po yun sa akin during the coronation night na regardless of the pressure, I do my best making sure that I would live without any regrets. And my family as well, because I'm not really permanently residing in Milaor. Dito po ako actually sa Naga nagre-reside since I study at Ateneo. But my family in Milaor, they allowed me to stay and then they really accommodated me with everything I need. They were really patient with everything that I do po. Kahit gabi na po ako nauwi, they wait for me to go home, making sure that I'm safe. And my friends, of course, na even though malayo po yung Milaor, they really gave their best na makanood po doon and to really show up para po may support system ako during that night. And of course, yung mga live po na nag-support, my friends and classmates. And of course po, my parents.
Of course.
Sila po talaga yung pinaka source of strength ko in this pageant journey. In everything that I do po. They're always like, just do it. Try mo lang. Kung matalo ka, it's okay. At least you did your best. You showed up. And hindi po talaga sila nasasayangan sa mga gastos. Of course po, may gastos naman po talaga sa pageant. Hindi po, yan mawawala. But they really exhaust the resources that we have just to support me in whatever I do. So yun po, thank you so much for the people behind this achievement.
Iba man talaga giraray pagklarado ang support system kang kandidata, no? In fairness. So tell me, what was the hardest part kang preparation nindo?
As for me po, I think sa financial matters po talaga. Since, of course, this is a municipal pageant and we have a lot of things to prepare. And we struggled po, my handler knows it all po. We really struggled po through financial matters po. Since we don't have any sources and we only have sponsorships po. And Of course, we need to have provide our own gown po. And the materials po na ginamit doon is magastos po talaga siya.
Legit.
And I think saro po siya sa mga hardest things na experience po namin. And aside from that po, personally, si pressure po. Syempre, of course, as a second timer po on Miss Milaor stage, parang na-pressure din po ako kasi dapat mahiling kang tao na may improvement na ako after all many years after those years po na nag-venture ako yung iba-ibang pageant. Of course, people will expect something from you.
Reality po, of course, financial matters as well. We already expected po that we would also put money, like personal money po in this preparation. Na-expect na po namin even though we were told na there is a barangay budget provided to us. And in that matter po, hindi po kasi basta-bastang na-release yung budget. And yes, and marami pong kailangan i-prepare beforehand, especially po sa gown. Doon po kami nahirapan talaga. I think po 2 days before the pageant, saka lang po kami nakapagawa ng gown.
Oh my God! Itong gown mong ito, 2 days?
Yes, and Ate Kenji was the one behind that as well. She really pulled an all-nighter po to prepare that gown. And we also use our own money in some aspects po of the preparation. Kasi kung hintayin po namin yung budget, madidelay po talaga kami ng sobra. But of course po, they paid it back naman po, yung mga nagastos namin. Thank you for our chairman, John Renan, for that.
Shout out,
supportive din po.
chairman! Bongga ka dyan, B. We know, people usually see the glamour side ng pageantry. Pero dainin na nahihiling ang the other side. Ano ang side na dain nahihiling kang mga tao behind the crown?
First of all po, I think sa sacrifices po made by me and as well as the people behind all the success po. And syempre, as a pageant joiners po, you have to prepare for everything. Syempre, di ka masabak sa sarong competition na di ka prepared. I was about to back out po since actually po, I already joined the screening in our barangay po and I was not chosen to be the official candidate for Miss Milaor. And from that time on po, nagka-struggle po ako, nagka-personal struggles po ako kasi nag-doubt na ako sa sarili ko. Sabi ko, kaya ko ba? Is it really my time for me to join Miss Milaor? Parang saro po siya sa hardship na encounter ko po, na struggle na encounter ko. And then po, may
That's okay.
ako. From that po, parang nagbaba si self-confidence ko. Tapos sabi ko, ano ba bang kulang? Like, kulang pa ba ako? Or is there anything wrong with me? Ganyan po. Tapos, yan po. Pero, I respected the decision of the judges as well and as well as the council po. Kasi, we know naman na judging is subjective.
Yeah.
Sometimes, kita ang gusto kang judges and sometimes it's not. And I respected that po.
For me naman po, behind the crown were the pressures and challenges. First of all po, again, this is my second time joining and meron pong sabi-sabi sa Milaor na yung mga nag-join po for the second time, naliligwak po sila. So, I was really afraid and
Isa kayo nagsabi.
I was really afraid and anxious na baka po mangyari din sa akin. So, that's another pressure po. And siguro po, another thing is, hindi po kasi basta-basta ang pag-join ng pageant and there are a lot of things to consider when you want to become a candidate. So for me po, the struggle was, how will I make sure that I am an empowered individual and someone that's socially aware, especially po na marami po mga crisis ngayon and there are so many social issues na pinag-uusapan. And I was really sure with myself na yan po talaga yung mga mapag-uusapan sa Q&A. It's not really because gusto ko maging prepared sa Q&A, but because I wanted to take that opportunity to engage myself and make sure na involved po ako sa mga nangyayari sa mundo or sa country natin. Especially that I'm part of the youth. So, for me po, it was a challenge kasi ang dami po talagang kailangan na alamin. Ayoko rin naman po na as a young leader or as someone na part ng youth, hindi po ako aware sa mga nangyayari and sa mga issues na currently relevant and something that really needs awareness. So, doon po ako na hirapan. I wanted to make sure na socially aware po ako, and para po, in answering the question, I know that genuine po yung mga sinasabi ko,
Yeah.
and I'm actually saying what I want for the community. So yun po yung one of the struggles behind this crown.
Yeah, well, that's true because you can't say anything about something you don't even know about. Because ganyan po baga, ang mga beauty pageants, bako lang talaga siyang pagarayunan, paporotian, pasiriksihan, bako. You have to have an advocacy. Diba? Di lang pwede na matindog ka dyan. You'll just show off. No, you have to have both beauty and brains. Diba, be? Look at them. And look at me. Charot lang po. We already talked about your hardships and sacrifices. So let's talk about your favorite part ng pageant. Let's start with you, Saenah.
Alright, so my favorite part po on Miss Milaor is, of course, the sisterhood and the relationships made from the other candidates po. So, syempre, we all came from different barangays and organization, and most of us, di po kami magkabirisado talaga. But during that Miss Milaor beauty pageant, syempre, we get to know each other. Nagkaigwa kaming closer friends because of that pageant.
Yeah.
And aside from that po, and na-discover or na-appreciate mi man po si mga taong nagsusuporta po talaga during these times po na kapag sali mi pong Miss Milaor. I have seen so many people na silently supporting me pala, rooting for me. Ayan po, duman ko po sila mas nabistado. And as well as those people na willing to exert an extra effort po para lang matabangan kami sa journey na iniyo.
Thank you, Saenah. Gwen.
So for me po, two things ang favorite ko po during the pageant. First of all po, my team, lalong-lalo na po si Ate Kenji and Ate Kat, kasi they were more than just a handler and mentor. They became a great friend and a great person in my life. This is one of the unexpected things na nangyari po in my year, na si Ate Kenji po kasi, she didn't just open a door for me sa pageantry. She really gave me a genuine bond with these people po. Si Sed, si Toy, si Ate Althea. And na-realize ko po na sa pageantry, it's not just really crowns, awards. You get to see wonderful people, you get to make connections with them, and lalong-lalo na po kay Ate Kat, kasi lagi niya po talaga sinasabi sa akin na dapat aram mo ang purpose mo, know your why, bakit ka nandito. Yan, so through that po, naging klarado po talaga sa akin na okay, I want this because I have a purpose. May gusto akong ipaabot sa mga tao, may gusto akong i-advocate, and aram ko na may kaya akong i-offer sa Milaor. So, through that po, siguro, very favorite ko po talaga sila, na even now, tapos na po si pageant, they would ask me na to come over, mag-jamming po, and I see that the bond that we made was really genuine. Na for example po, after pageant, ma-invite si Ate Kenji na, mga nakshi ko, makafe-cafe kita, and then we would go home at 2 a.m. So, sobrang na-enjoy ko po talaga. And then, of course po, the other candidates, because I've joined different pageantries po, and I realized na iba talaga po ang bond with candidates pag nasa Milaor ka. It's really genuine and very welcoming po talaga. May something warm ka pong mafe-feel kapag kaibahan po sinda, especially during practices, na even though introvert ka, they would really do something na makakapag come out ka po talaga sa comfort zone mo, na marirealize mo na lang na madaldalo na pala ako, na nasasabi ko na pala si mga dapat na ikaw masabi na few days pa lang pero arog na kita kani. So, I'm really thankful for that bond po that we have, na even though it's a pageant, they see each and every one of us as sisters. And not a competitor. So, yun po.
You will really find families, no?
Yes.
Out of, itong unexpected place. Diba? And sabi mo nga, self-discovery, di mo aram na madaldalon ka palan sa tunay na buhay na. Kasi when you meet other people na ka-vibe, same energy, of course, you will find out na, may arog pala na ako kaning personality. Diba? Ano sa hiling nindo ang biggest responsibility kan sarong beauty queen?
Ang pagiging Miss Milaor is not just about beauty. Bako ka lang representation kang beauty, kang talent, kang wit, but actually, it has a responsibility na kaipuan mong i-uphold through your advocacy, through our advocacy, of course. And as for me po, I have plans po on pursuing my advocacy, which is to empower the youth. And I am actually planning to make it aligned in related on civic engagement aside from that po, digital literacy. So I know sooner po siguro I am going to post an update on my Facebook account and look for other people or partners organization I can work with. And that is one thing that I am looking forward to po. Yung responsibility ko po to pursue my advocacy.
I love that the digital literacy. Let me know, I can help you.
Alright, thank you so much po, Kuya Dot.
Bet ko yung mga arog kaya. What about you, Gwen?
For me naman po, joining pageantry po kasi I expected na if ever I win titles, of course, there's really responsibility behind that na after you win, end na po yun. It's not like that. You carry a responsibility after that win. So, for me naman po, iniisip ko, it's really hard in this day na parang may ma-propose ka po na projects or mga plans, especially that there is struggles in terms of financial matter. So, for me po, siguro na lang I would really use my voice, especially po sa mga social media accounts ko where I actively share posts related to social issues, and then I would share my opinions kasi I think that's the best thing that a beauty queen can do, to initiate communications and conversations about what really matters. Through my voice, I can be able to give attention to what really needs attention. And siguro po it's also a way to encourage young people na i-involve po talaga nila ang sarili nila. You would see in some news na parang wala na pong knowledge ang ibang bata about most especially political issues. Kailangan po talagang ma-raise yung awareness ng mga bata, especially that it's their future that would be really affected. So for me po, by using my voice, I justify this win. But if given the opportunity, I would pursue as well my advocacy pagpadangat, which I really highlighted many times during the coronation night. Kasi in my advocacy, the highlight is giving care not just to specific people but for everyone, most especially the underserved communities. So through that po, I'd be able to think of different activities wherein I might ask for help sa mga people who's really into outreach activities or different things that we could do to give or offer help and to reach the hands of those in need. So, yun po sa akin.
Bet ko naman arog yan. Let me know and I can help. Gusto ko man kayang magpadanga. So what was that? Pagpadanga. Okay. Bongga. Saenah and Gwen, I want people to get to know both of you beyond the crown. So let's start with Saenah. Saenah, you described yourself as small but terrible. Where does that fire and confidence come from?
Parang na-pressure ako sa question.
Sorry!
Parang feeling ko nasa coronation night kami sa final Q&A. Alright, so I describe myself as small but terrible. Of course, I am a very, di naman siguro super short. But I think in pageantry po, 5'2" is already short na po.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah, so I'm only 5'2" po. So I have considered myself small but terrible kasi even if I am only 5'2", I have a lot of things that I can offer to people. And currently, I am doing a lot of things. As a fourth-year student, I balance my academics and other things such as leadership. So currently po, I am a graduating student from Naga College Foundation, and I am balancing po my time in being an SK counselor, a freelance host po, and sometimes a writer in our organization in our barangay San Antonio po.
Saenah, as the eldest daughter with 4 siblings, nafe-feel mo ba minsan ng pressure?
Yes po, of course. Kasi being an eldest po, syempre you are seen as the role model po. And sabi nga ni Ken sa Bicol, ka ang pangarugan.
Yeah.
Ka mga masurunod mong tugang. Kaya I am pressured na kung tama pa ba ang ginigibo ko, kung I am taking the right path. Kasi po, as of the moment, kadakulod pa akong binabalance. I am balancing leadership, freelancing, pageantry, and many others pa po. And sometimes, paisip ako, sa kadakol-dakol kong things na tigbabalance, tama pa ba ang tinitake ko? Parang pressure din po ako sa mga life decisions ko, sa journey na tigtataha ko. Kung is it aligned ba? Magiging successful ba ako in the near future kapag tinaha ko ini or pinagsabay-sabay ko ini? Kaya yan po, saro po yun sa mga pressures and thoughts in mind ko po minsan.
Actually, pag iisipon mo talaga, kung digdisayin na kung path, kasi kadakulon kang ganap sa buhay. Diba? Pero try mong i-prioritize mo na sa hiling mo ang ano. Tabaka, mababurn out ka. Eventually, you will find it out. Sa hiling mo, ano ang pinaka-kaipuhan ngunyan kang mga kahuvenan sa Milaor?
Alright, so I think po ang saro sa pinakakaipuhan kang mga kahubenan sa Milaor is civic engagement when it comes to social and political issues po. So I think very relevant siya, daw magsain ka man, politics really affects us po in many other things. So I think that youth engagement, nasaro sa mga advocacy ko po na I am encouraging everyone, especially, syempre, the youth sector, na mag-participate po sa different civic engagement in our community. Number 1 na po ang pag-vote when it comes when election seasons po. So, ayan. I think that it is necessary for us na bako lang sa election mag-participate, kundi sa mga programs and initiatives din po na tigi-implement kang sa tuyang government, kang sa tuyang communities. And with that po, I think that there are a lot of things po na pwedeng makuha ta kapag nag-engage kita sa mga arrogant. And for sure, bako lang po, digdi sa generation na ini makakatabang ang pag-engage na po sa civic engagements, kundi pati na rin po sa future generations po.
Exactly. So thank you, Saenah. So si Gwen naman. Gwen, nursing pa lang demanding na. Diba? First year college, second year this year. How would you balance yung pageantry mo, tapos you also mentioned business and leadership roles? How challenging has that been for you?
So, I just came from that experience during Miss Milaor po.
Diba?
And there's no really a concrete way in balancing every passion that you have in life. I myself, I don't believe in the saying that manage your time, because you can't really manage the time. Time always passes. No matter what you do, lilipas at lilipas ang time. But what you should do is to manage yourself rather. So, when you manage yourself, when you manage yourself po kasi, you'd be able to see what's your top priority. So, for myself, I want to have a good future, not just for myself, but also for my family. I want to make sure that I'd be able to pay off all the sacrifices my parents made. And I want to provide a better life for my family as well. So, to do that, of course, I have to prioritize my academics. I have to put a lot of time in my academics, making sure that I would do well. Because, of course, I don't want to disappoint anyone, most especially myself. But during my free time naman po, I don't want to isolate myself in just academics, because parang pangit naman po if you look back when you grow old. If you look back at your younger life, you would see yourself, puro palan ako adal, payo pa lang akong social life, and then you would regret not doing this, not doing that. So for me, if time allows, of course, I would join. In Miss Milaor po, although ngayon pa lang na nursing first year, it was already demanding. So I hesitated to join. But I tried to track the things that I have to do in academics, and I realized na parang flexible naman po yung time. So I'd be able to balance my commitment in Miss Milaor and also in my academics.
You seem very calm and purpose-driven. Saan hali ang maturity mo and your mindset?
Ako po is the eldest one sa 4 na magkakapatid. And I have 3 siblings, of course. Yung una po is 1 year gap lang. So, with that po, parang I was given the mindset na you have to parang mature faster. You have to learn these things para maging good role model ka sa kapatid mo. So, parang doon pa lang po, I already told myself and I made it firm within myself na no matter what, you have to mature kasi if you want your siblings to be a good person, you have to pose yourself as well in front of them as a good person. Kasi kung anong makikita nila sa matanda, they would adopt that. So, doon pa lang po, yun na, nag-mature na po talaga ako. And of course, sa mama ko po, she's a very strong person. So, with her mindset,
Shout out!
yes, shout out sa mama ko po, Ma'am Crystel Encinas. She's also a teacher po. And, yes, and sa mindset po kasi ni mama, ang iniisip niya po na there's no such thing that women can't do. So, sa mindset na po yan, na-adapt ko po siya, na gusto ko po, same kami ng mama ko, na kahit anong gusto namin gawin, we can prove it na kaya talaga namin gawin. We may not be good at it, but at least we can do it.
Yeah.
So, si mama ko po, she always tells me na dapat strong ka para hindi ka inaapi-api because I experienced bullying back in grade 5. So, she made sure na even though wala siya, I'm strong enough to defend myself, na wala pong disrespect sa akin, most especially that I'm a lady. So, yun po, through my mother and my role as eldest daughter, nag-mature po talaga ako in such a fast pace.
Both of you mentioned about leaving an impact sa Milaor. What kind of impact do you want to leave beyond pageantry? Saenah.
I think po, for me, the kind of impact that I wanted to leave during my reign is that I will be remembered by people as someone na bako lang Miss Milaor Turismo, but as someone na may responsibility na tiga-uphold and then very true sa diri, authentic sa people, and of course, very dedicated to pursue my advocacy po. Because I think that is the very big responsibility na kakaputan me as of the moment na we are crowned as Queens of Milaor. I think na saro sa ways para makatabang kami sa community is that to push our advocacy, to work with the people kung paano kami makatabang sa community. And that is something that I wanted to be remembered po.
Bongga. Thank you, Saenah. What about you, Gwen?
As mentioned before po, I'd love to use my voice in raising awareness. So for me, if there's one thing that I want to leave an impact during my reign, it would be someone that people would remember na pirmining may sabi sa mga ganap-ganap.
Pero may hanash.
Yes, because that's better than being silent.
Exactly.
And, you know, every opinion, it matters. So for me, I'd love to utilize this reign to use my voice to raise awareness and give attention to what really matters. So, siguro po, especially sa mga kabataan talaga, they would post different things on social media. But when it comes to social issues, economic crisis, usually po, they're being silent. Wala po talaga silang usual na comments. Unlike those people who actually pay taxes, marami po silang nasasabi. I want to utilize this to encourage the youth na even though you're not directly involved, you're not being affected as of now, you have to realize that you are still affected even though you don't feel it. So you use this democracy that's given to us to encourage every individual to involve themselves, especially in social issues, because if you're loud enough, even though walang action na nangyayari, knowing na ririnig ka po, it's already parang big feeling sa sarili mo na you're able to voice out, you're able to say your opinion. So, yun po, siguro gusto ko po talagang ma-remember as someone na laging may comment sa mga bagay-bagay. Because, again, it's better to have a lot of things to say in different issues rather than being silent.
Yeah, than saying nothing at all. Yes. Diba? Since, when you say nothing at all. Si Tita A kaya, by the way, ako po rin si Tita A. And si Julz, by the way po, aramtaman po baga na ang first ever guest kang Donversations, none other than Kagawad Allan San Joaquin. Yaon siya po dyan. And syempre, girls, let us all give thanks to Tita A for your wonderful and beautiful makeup. Diba? Siya po, si Tita A ang nag-makeup sa itong mga kandidata. Sabi nga ni Tita A, mahanap na kami ng barangay or municipality na pwede kami mag-screening. Tayo iribanan mi na, ready na. Pag abot nila naman, may corona na tagos. So thank you, Tita A, sa pag-makeup. The best makeup artist ng Camarines Sur. Pero stalker po siya. And of course, yaman po si Miss GBS Julz Vargas. Yeah. Mga power assist. Anyway, so yun so if you were given a platform, diba, to speak the truth, to share your thoughts, then why not do it? Sa mga co-candidates nindo during Miss Milaor, isa ang perming late. Bukod sa imo, Gwen. Isa. Let's start sa ina. Isa pinaka-late, permi.
Candidate number 9, Jessa Sarto. Hi, Beth.
Si
Sorry,
Jessa.
Beth.
Dalibay.
Yes.
Hello, Jessa.
Sorry kung nireveal ta ka, Beth.
Okay. Kaya naman, kay Gwen. Isay ang pinakamadaldal.
Ate Yona from Barangay del Rosario.
Barangay del Rosario.
Yes. Ashley Haushan.
Yun ang pangalan niya. Yun ang nickname niya. So, siya ang pinakamadaldal.
Yes.
Okay. Say siya pala, hello po, Ashley Haushan from Barangay del Rosario. Saenah, isay sa hiling mo ang pinaka-friendly.
I think po si Kate, our Miss Milaor 2026, kasi siya talaga ang pinaka, bestie-bestie ko po talaga sa batch na ini.
Yeah.
Parang pag hiniling mo kay si Kate, shy type siya ilingon. Pero kapag kamukha mo lang po, di mo po ma-imagine, madaldal ka pala, be. Ano po siya kayan? Parang shy type. Then pag tigaulay mo na, saka na siya para boka na si boka na si ate.
So, hi Kate, na makikita din guest sa sunod na episode. Gwen, isa ang pinaka-jolly masayahin. Yan.
Si Jill Suarez Vidal po from Barangay Borong-Borongan.
From Barangay Borong. Si 16 years old.
Yes.
Oh my God! Iyusa kasi San Jose. Mga 16 years old pa lang. Tapos mga palaban na. Last na, kumusta ang organizers ko niyan? Si sa Indo? Si mga nag-train, kumusta sila? How's your experience?
Sorry to say this po, pero satisfied po.
Kinabahan ako. Clara naman, si mga nag-choreograph sa Indo.
Starting from Ma'am Cecil po, talagang very intimidating lang po si Ma'am. Pero ang point niya lang po is mapagayon talaga and maging organized ang flow. Kaya very commendable po ang service
Bongga,
ni
at least naman.
Madam Cecil, yes
Okay.
po. And aside from that, our choreographer po, si Kuya Doms, Kuya Doms Cepeda po, very, mo po itong dawa, marali-mali na kami, pikon na po siya sa mo, pero still understanding and patient pa po siya sa muya.
Bongga.
So, yan, hello po, Sir Doms.
Barayman, it's nice to know na perfect ang experience nindo sa tuyong organizers and choreographers because kung dahil po nindo Arab, may sarap dyan na organizer na pigpaban ko, nag-give akong resolution because the candidates that time had a very bad experience. Kumbaga, syempre, you have to protect then the welfare ng mga candidates kasi bako man lang po talaga, bakong madali ang pagbali sa mga pageants as what they've mentioned, as what they've shared sa bago. Tapos, dahil naman garo deserve ng mga kandidata ang salang trato sa inda. So, advocate ako kayan. Anyway, so yung lang po yan ang today. So, siguro haganan talang ning message ang sa tuyang mga queens. So, let's start with Saenah. Ano ang message mo sa mga taga-Milaor and to everyone who's watching Conversations?
Alright, so hello po once again. So for my message po, of course, you already know my story. So one thing na maisasabi ko lang is be brave enough to take that risk. And I wanted to take this opportunity to say thank you po. Again, syempre, kasi deserve po ninda talagang ma-recognize. First of all, may very hands-on handler, Roan Babar po, na siya ang main reason kung taano nag-join akong Miss Milaor. And of course, kung paano ako naging Miss Turismo 2026. And second of all, my mentor, Ate Jade Abiog, and of course, my boyfriend, and my family as well. To my co-pre-service teachers from NCSAT po, Hello po sa Indo. Thank you so much po for your virtual support. And as well as to my friends, to other people, to my Kalipi members, and to my fellow kabarangays po na still nagpahiling kang support ninda loudly. So, yan lang po. Thank you so much po.
Thank you, Saenah. Our Miss Turismo 2026. What about you, Gwen?
So I'd like to start off with giving thanks to the people involved in this journey. First of all, Ate Kenji, you have no idea how grateful I am for you, especially po for all the sacrifices that Ate Kenji did. She was balancing everything, especially that we're both candidates. She was one of the candidates sa Miss Gay and she even won. So mahirap po yun sa part niya in being hands-on for me and of course balancing her time as well. So thank you so much Ate Kenji. For Ate Kat, for helping me have a clearer mind during the coronation night, for giving me support system. Thank you so much, Ate Kat. For my family, most especially my parents, thank you for giving me the strength, the courage, and bravery I need for this journey po. You know how much it means to me to join again in Miss Milaor. And to my friends, for your endless support. For my glam team as well, for doing their very best, no matter how stressful it was backstage. And for the producer, Madam Cecil, Kuya Doms, for being very patient with us, knowing that we are students, balancing our time and everything that we need to do. And my message naman po for Milaor, thank you for giving us a wonderful night during the coronation night. With your support, your cheer, we were able to give out our very best. So, and of course, to the local government of Milaor for giving us such a beautiful platform to advocate and talk about relevant issues and to showcase that Milaor is home of beautiful women. And of course, for people who's watching the conversation right now, we truly hope that this story serves as an inspiration to all of you. And we hope that you'd learn a lot in this episode with our stories, with whatever that we shared. We hope that we ignited something within your heart.
Ayan, thank you so much, Gwen, our Miss Obrero 2026. So once again po, thank you so much. Gwen and Saenah, salamat sa pag accept kang invite ko. I really, really appreciate the two of you. And your replies, it meant a lot sa ko.
And of
Thank you
course,
so
Palan
much.
guys, thank you po kay Kuya Tony. Of course, sinabi ko ni talaga actually sa iyo na pangarap ko makaabot sa conversation. And finally, yaw na po kami kay Kuya Don. Thank you po for giving us a chance na mag-thank you sa mga people na nag-support sa mo and behind our success po. So
Yeah.
ayan, thank you Kuya Don.
You are welcome. And that's one of the reasons why we have this platform. Diba? Na para madangog ang iba-ibang stories kang mga taga Milaor. That's exactly the purpose kung tanong yung kitang conversations. And of course, para mang-bash ako soon. Charot! Anyway, thank you so much po and I hope you enjoyed our episode today. I will see you again next episode. Thank you so much, Gwen and Saenah. Bye-bye!